It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down. Felton, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep it.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort start there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be taken in by Felton. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll run with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Watch the screen. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetric Felton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now down to 20. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, check 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demetric Felton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run again with Harris, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return out shot. Midfield to the 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That one caught by Felton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.